Welcome to Mindset Master Hub, where I make book summaries on the world's best self-help books, explaining the tips and techniques from these world's best self-help books. In today's video, I'm going to do the book review of the book, The $100 Startup. Dear friends, this video is for those who want to start their business small as a side hustle and successfully scale it up to become a millionaire. So without wasting much of the time, let's jump in. This book, The $100 Startup, is written by the author Chris where he introduces the concept of micro-entrepreneurship, which means starting the business small with minimum investment. Here, author gives many real-time stories of the people who became accidental entrepreneurs by converting their hobbies or the skills into thriving businesses. Author says that one doesn't need a traditional business plan or a venture capital to start. A simple idea and execution can lead to success. Author says the goal of his book is not to make a quick money, but to create something so valuable that the people are happy to pay for it. Author explains the practical steps to take control of your future life. This book helps one to create a life of freedom and purpose. Here, author focuses on simple, practical business ideas which can give a meaningful results. First generation entrepreneurs. Author starts writing the book with the first chapter, the first generation entrepreneur, and introduce micro business that requires minimal startup cost. The focus is on the individuals who turn their passions into profits without traditional business plans or significant investment. The important tip for starting a small business is to follow your passion by pairing what you love with what others are willing to pay for it. And the second tip is value-driven mindset. Success comes when your product solves problems of the people. Author highlights the examples of people who started business with little money, including some who stumbled into entrepreneurship after losing their traditional jobs, and the people who made losses by heavy investment in their traditional business. Author made a case study and found that many people are increasingly choosing freedom over the stable jobs. And for many people, money is not only the motivator, rather it's freedom, purpose, and impact to the society that matters too. This book is very useful for those who want to do the side hustle and give tips to start the business with a little investment of $1,000 or even $100. And more interestingly, author says that to start this successful business, no special skill is needed and anyone can learn this skill with training or self-study. Author says that it's necessary to balance passion with the market demand and gives a warning that passion alone is not enough to start a business, but your idea of passion must resonate with the paying customers. Example, if your passion is to eat and taste different kinds of food, this will not help you to attract any customers. Instead, if you have passion to prepare different delicious food dishes, then you can attract the potential customers by showing your food preparation expertise and getting paid as a master chef. Author says that instead of teaching customers the process of reaching their goals, make the process simple and break it down into easy, actionable steps, which will directly help them to reach their goals with ease. So for successful business, it's necessary to provide immediate value to the customers. Dear friends, after reading lots of books, I am creating an online course for you, which will help you to solve your problems with the different tips and techniques and strategies from the world's best self-help books. And I am offering a discount price for the first 100 customers. Fill the Google form provided in the description box below and get the benefit of the discount offer that I am going to provide you. Your author gives a actionable tip where he suggests to create a product which is easy and provide simple yet powerful solutions that solve specific problems of the customer. Once the product solves the major problem of the customers are ready to pay for the convenience and the ease of using the product. Author says to start the business with just $100, it's not necessary to have a business degree or a complicated business plan. Instead, use the actionable one-page business template. According to the author, the 6 main points before starting a business are: point number 1, what product you will sell. Point number 2, to whom you will sell your product. Point number 3, how you will get paid from your customers. Point number 4, how you will deliver your product or service to your customer. Point number 5, what's your primary expenditure on this product. And finally, point number 6 for starting a business is how you will measure your success. If one has the answer to all these 6 points, then one is on the right track to start the entrepreneurship. Offer a product one cannot refuse. Author says that to get the customers, it's necessary to create offer that one cannot refuse. And this is possible when you provide immense value, far more than what you are charging as an entrepreneur. To make your offer irresistible, include extra benefits like bonuses, risk-free guarantees, or limited time availability to create urgency to buy your product. And author also emphasizes on the benefits customer will receive and not just the features of your product. Here author gives an example and says that when you are offering your product, instead of saying this is a 10-hour course, explain your customer how it will save their time and make their lives easier. By focusing on what truly matters to your customer, you can craft compelling offers that build trust and drive sales. Here author gives a very good example and says that if you struggled with your studies during your college days but discovered an interesting technique that made learning fun and helped you to stay focused, leading to your excellent exam results, then you can create a course for college students who are facing a similar challenge like you. In this course, you can share your proven study techniques from your college days, showing them how to use the same methods to improve their focus and succeed in their exams. With this, your customers who are the students are willing to pay for your product. Here the key point is to understand your customers' desire, challenges and motivations, and also use surveys, conversations and online market research tools like Google Form or website questionnaire to gather customer insights. Author says that with all the inputs of the course creation, it's time for the product launch, and author stresses on the importance of launching the product quickly and iterating based on the customer feedback. Here the key point is launching the product is not to wait for the perfect time. Instead, launch as soon as your product is functional and don't wait for the perfect time. Collect early feedback from the customers and often the product can be improved as you go ahead. Here author suggests 3 important product launch checklists. Checklist number 1, a clear value proposition. Checklist number 2, basic marketing plan. Example, social media, email marketing or even WhatsApp. And finally, checklist number 3 is payment system setup to collect payment from the customer, making the first sale. Here author gives an outline on how to launch your business quickly and effectively. 4 key steps to launch the product include: key number 1, identify your product or service. Key number 2, create a compelling offer. Key number 3, set a fair price. And finally, key number 4, test the market with a small audience. Author emphasizes action over perfection and recommends to take action towards the first step rather than waiting to create a perfect product. Scaling the business. As your business grows, it's important to look for new ways to earn money and reach more people. One way to do this is by diversifying the offering related to your product or service that complements what you already provide. For example, if you sell handmade candles, you can add essential oils or candle making workshops. Another example is if you have created a course on an online productivity, you can diversify the course by adding courses on writing ebook or starting a side hustle by using the productivity time. Author says that for the business to grow, it's necessary to outsource repetitive or time-consuming tasks like video editing or the customer support to free up your time for bigger goals like planning new projects or expanding into new market. By exploring new opportunities and focusing on what matters most, your business can thrive. Growing your business with small changes. A few small improvements can lead to a big growth. By slightly increasing traffic, boosting your conversion rate, and raising your average sales price, your business can expand significantly. Here, author gives tips to expand the business, and one needs to focus on these tips. Tip number 1, attract more traffic. Whether it's a website or physical store, you need people to visit regularly. Traffic means attention, and attention means potential customers. Tip number 2, consistent tweaks matter. Business owners often say the key is taking consistent action. Spend at least 30 minutes every day improving your business before diving into daily tasks. Tip number 3, celebrate with your best customers. Create a hall of fame to showcase success stories from your customers. Sharing their positive experiences builds trust and proves your product or services work for all kinds of people. Tip number 4, leverage the purchase moment. After a customer buys, they are more likely to make another purchase. Use the order confirmation page to offer them something valuable, and you might see conversion rate by 30% increasing. Tip number 5, encourage referrals. Ask happy customers to spread the word. Referrals are one of the best way to grow the business. And finally, tip number 6 is offer a powerful guarantee to increase the sales. Author says to go beyond the usual money back guarantee. Address concerns about the time and the convenience. For example, a 110% guarantee shows confidence in your product and makes it easier for the customer to trust on you. Author suggests new entrepreneurs to keep experimenting. Success comes from trying new things. Test different ideas, see what works, and keep improving, as small tweaks can lead to significant result. What if the product fails? Here author says the biggest lesson one can learn is to trust their own judgment. When starting a business, many people give different opinions. Some may doubt the business will work, while others may offer advice on how to manage the business. However, author gives the advice to every entrepreneur that to make a detailed research about the business and believe in the idea of your business. It's important to seek input from only those with the real expertise that can help to improve your business. Sometimes the best advice is to not to take advice at all. Once you know what needs to be done, taking action is only the key to success. Author says that most entrepreneurs' biggest worry is that someone might copy their product or sell them for less price. Even though entrepreneurs have patents and trademarks, but still people copy the products. But author gives the tip to every entrepreneur that instead of getting distracted and getting nervous, it's always better to focus on making a very high quality product and standing out in the market and keep the customers happy. One should not get distracted by others' product. Instead, one should work hard to keep their customers happy. Dear viewers, the best quote from this book, The $100 Startup, is the best time to start a small business was yesterday. The second best time is today. Dear viewers, the top 5 takeaways from this book, $100 Startup, is takeaway number 1. Identify a problem you can solve. Look for the issues that frustrate you or others in your life. If you can solve your problems, you have a business idea. Takeaway number 2. Start small, think big. Begin with a small investment, sometimes as little as $100. Test your idea and scale up based on demand. Takeaway number 3. Focus on skills, not credentials. You don't need formal qualifications to start a small business. Use the skills and knowledge you already have to create the value. Takeaway number 4. Tap into existing networks. Your friends and family and social media connections can be your first customers and supporters. Takeaway number 5. Take actions quickly. Don't overthink or wait for the perfect moment. Start with what you have and improve as you go ahead. Dear viewers, if you are watching this video on YouTube, subscribe to my channel Mindset Master Hub, or if you are watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn, follow me for more contents like this. Let's continue learning and growing together as a part of Mindset Master Hub. Thank you and see you very soon with a new book next week.